Hi, my name is Dominic THG. I'm Technical and Art Director of Titanic Honor Glory. I'm also head of the German VDR department. And yeah, I'm bringing you now the latest updates on Titanic Honor Glory. I will show you a few renders of some things that we've done in the past. So bear in mind, this is all work in progress. It's not finalized. It's still in the works. Some of you might say, oh, we've seen that before. Is basically a lot of these things have been reworked, as you probably do not see on the first glance. We do not also show everything at the same time, so we want to keep a few surprises. Also, a few people have been on a hiatus. Some countries have other holidays. The American 4th of July is now approaching. So, by the way, happy 4th of July in the coming days. Happy Independence Day. And yeah, so I'm gonna show you a few renditions. So, as you can probably see, this is one of the electrical winches that Simon did. Simon is from Australia. And he is really working really quick and doing a lot of detail and painstakingly work in this. And I'm really happy with the results of what's coming from Australia. He is adding now more and more details. In the latest versions, you've seen that a lot of things have been just solid faces, solid surfaces, and now it's getting more and more details. Then we are looking at Mirko's crane. You can see now the entire mechanics below the platform. It's been shown to you before. Right now what we are doing is we're interconnecting everything in a way that once you pull a lever, everything will work out and will function. Also, as you remember, you could see that there are compartments in the crane that you can open. You can look inside to it. And a lot of people asked us, like, how do you know what's inside? Well, here you see there's one image of one of the compartment that has been ripped off on one of the rec versions, and you can see the inside a little bit, and that gives us a good idea how these things look from the inside. And a lot of base principles of how those cranes worked are still valid today, so we can interpolate a lot of from there. This is the latest iteration of Jan's Windglass. The windglasses were mainly for the purpose of hoisting the anchor and lowering the anchor. And yeah, so a few corrections have been made there according to expert advice. And it's all now looking triangulated because we threw it in the engine, so that's why it looks this way. This is how this area looks shaded. As you can see, a lot of details and very smooth, and how we are like to see it. He also worked on the steam winches that are located on the forecastle, and there's a lot of details that he's just putting in here. And there's a lot of interpretation needed because there are a lot of corners and areas where we're not quite sure what's beneath it, what's behind it. We have rec material, but it's not like they just went down and just figured out one corner or the other just for us. It's just rather just trying to figure out how everything works. The good work with those winches is that the principle applies not only to Titanic but to many other ships from that period of time, even to German ships. And so we can look at things how been solved and kind of like to guess how things have been, put together, how things work together. So that helps. Yeah, this is a section where you can see the steam pipes are going in and out of the engine. And yeah, so you can see the crankshaft here, all the details and everything. And I'm really looking forward to see that working in the engine. So in the Unreal Engine. So I would like to see the steam winch engine working in the Unreal Engine. And yeah, so that's basically what we're working on. As you remember, this is one of the anchors that he has been working on, as well as this one. This is also a wheelbarrow that we did for the game. You will see that a lot of things are under construction. Also, you will see water valves are being installed right now, as well as some rolls like this one. This roll was mainly to hoist things and to connect things. So as you can see, we try to build everything in a way where it works and it fits. As you can see, we also finished this workbench, and this will be also to be found on the ship as everything is being built, as well as he has been working started working on the mast lamp, which is a really cool object. Can't wait to see that finished. So we are currently working now to build everything together in the engine. We're working currently a little bit on the environment of the ship, like the surrounding area of the ship, the quay, like where the floating crane was, where all the parts have been delivered. We're working on this one. We also have to keep a little bit our eye on areas that are a little bit more poly and object dense, because right now we are planning to release in Unreal Engine 4. We have to keep everything performant and good. We have to keep the FPS in range, and but once we migrate to Unreal Engine 4, a lot of things are becoming a lot easier. So all the meshes that we are doing right now being prepared in a way where it makes the transfer a lot easier. What a lot of people are seeing on the internet, oh, you can do insane polygon counts in Unreal Engine 5, so it shouldn't be a problem. Yes, that's technically true. However, from a 3D modeling and artist perspective, you need to start at a low poly and then you work your way up. But you need to keep the mesh in a clean way. So once you want to increase or decrease mesh intensity for whatever purposes, that the meshes are still clean and don't require too much of work. And it's the more cleaner, more effective way to work when meshes are clean. So that's the update from me. On a personal note, please check out our European store now. It's being built and it's online, and feel free to browse it and support us just by, have a look what we have there, because we have added now the Assisi panoramic merge, which was from the project I worked before. It was a 360-degree panorama in a 1:1 scale of Titanic's wreck. Bear in mind, it is a still image, so we had to incorporate back then a lot of creative ideas. So you will see areas that are like in its discovery stage. Some areas are like from the 90s. Some areas look like in the 2010s. Some look like from the 2000s. So you will find a lot of various things happening there. And I'm happy even to sign those things for you. And it would be cool if you could support us, because this is a really awesome project that no one has even tried before on this scale in this way. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to see you soon in one of my streams, which I plan to do more regularly. Date and time will be announced very, very soon, but looks it's going to be like a Thursday in around this time. And yeah, so we will see how that all goes. And then you can see me continue working on the deck plating and so many other things. And I'm looking forward to hang out with you guys, and let's enjoy the voyage of this game being created. And I can't wait for you guys to have hands on the game and finally play it.